Alright, so I got invited to come to Gatlinburg's Mystery Mansion in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and we're going to be able to talk to the owner of the haunt and hopefully see some actors by chance. They're open all year round, and they're open tonight until 11 o'clock. So let's check it out and see what he has to say. This was the moment that I knew that I jacked up because the clown came after me. I was trying to record. If you can see, he's up there. Yeah, he jumped down. Didn't know that he would. I figured he'd climb down. But yeah, let's just watch. See it happen.
Oh my God! I heard you move.
Alright, so we just got done walking through the haunt. I'm sweaty, it's hot, I'm scared. I got scared outside again by the clown. I don't know his name, but I've been calling him a lemur. And so they have 10 out of 10. It was great. So I'm just going to let him explain what this is all about and the backstory and everything, because he can explain it better than I can. So tell us.
Alright guys, well, we are the Mysterious Mansion. We opened in 1980. In February. We've been operating here in Gatlinburg on River Road for 43 years now. This is our 43rd season. We are a live actor driven haunt. We rely primarily on live actors to chase you through the haunt and only using animatronics for distraction points. We are a 3-story self-guided experience that mixes a little bit of escape room with a whole lot of haunted house. So we run year round. We only have one slow time during the year, and that's January and February when season is down. But we are open every weekend. We're open right now currently Monday through Thursday from 3 to 11, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays from noon to 11. We're currently gearing up for our October shows. This year we are doing Fairy Tales, Twisted Tales, the dark versions. Those shows will start on September 29th and go from 5 to midnight, and we'll run every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through the month of October leading into Halloween.
The house itself, I remember that you were telling us about that it wasn't like a family business before?
Absolutely. Charles Moore is the original creator of us. He's a family from Panama City Beach, Florida. They actually invented wacky golf in Panama Beach, Florida, and it still stands and is run by the family today. His daughter currently owns and runs the house. When he passed, she inherited it because she had a love for this house. She grew up here in the house at one point, actually living on property in the house when it had an apartment in it. The apartment has since been absorbed into part of the show and made part of the house now. But we are family owned and operated. We run a very small crew. We run year round. We have some very passionate actors that, as you've seen, love their job.
Oh yeah.
They're very good at what they do, so we're glad to have them. We mix a little bit of the classic American haunt with parkour, some stunts, jumping, climbing, stuff you don't see in traditional haunts. And we just feel that it adds to the atmosphere, the ambiance, and to the show and the quality of what we do here.
I completely agree, 100% after doing that. With it being an old house, wheelchairs weren't really a problem. But now, how do you cope as a haunted house that's year-round?
Because we are a 3-story house and there are unfortunately a lot of stairs, and because of the layout of the house, it's not possible for us to put in ramps to make it more accessible.
Yeah.
So as a result, what we've done is we've actually hired a very well-known, profitable media company. I don't remember who it was off the top of my head. We had them come in with some specialty cameras.
Yeah.
We went through the house and we actually put on a show, which is something we never do, is put on the full show in front of camera. Helps keep the mystery in the house.
Yeah.
But we did a show for them, and we actually offer what we consider kind of like a virtual tour.
Yeah.
If you're physically unable to make the trip through the house, we will offer to let you view this tour on an iPad via video that was shot in the house that includes our actors coming at you just like they would during the normal show. So you still get to see the characters that you would see if you went through the house, still get the scares, the surprises, and the guy that come through, we gave him no warning on where the actors were coming from or what to expect. So the jarring and the jerking in the video is 100% legitimate reaction to being scared and him not expecting what
That's
happened.
awesome.
Which actually I think made the video more immersive
yeah.
and a lot better than just knowing, okay, here an actor's getting ready to come promote you.
Like, do you have any haunt tips for being such an older haunt? Anything that you would want everybody to know, to maybe if they have an older haunt, that's something that you want to pass along that you weren't taught?
Well, a few things that I've learned is being very flexible when it comes to building out sets. Never think that your blueprints and your drawings that you come up with in advance are going to work perfectly. You got to be flexible. One thing I have definitely learned is some haunts I've noticed that I have been to, not that I've worked, but I've been to, they build their sets, then they put an actor in there and they expect the actor to learn the set.
Yeah.
We are completely different. I build my sets based around my actors. Being from an actor standpoint, whenever I go into a layout on one of my sets, I look at where would be a good spot I would want to scare from, where would I want to come at from this area, and then I build the room to incorporate and make it easiest for my actors to get the optimum scare possible in that area. Some of our rooms are a little small, a little tight. Simple painting, shadowing, little misdirection here or there helps change from a small room to what feels like a giant room that you can't find your way out of. So it's never get down on yourself. Just keep a positive attitude. You got to have a love for what you do.
I'm sorry, I keep seeing the
Oh, you never know where they're going to come from in here.
I was like,
literally.
And then finally, because I just seen them, would you like to give who was working tonight any shout outs?
Absolutely. The clown is Chaos. He has a twin brother, Mayhem. He was not on the floor tonight, though, but they are twins. They run the house together. Mayhem is just as wild as Chaos is, so it makes for an interesting evening when they're both running.
I could imagine.
We have our dungeon crawler and our slider that you saw out on the bridge. And then we have our little girl that everybody says looks like the girl from The Ring and The Grudge. She is phenomenal. We were so glad to steal her away from the haunt we stole her from. She was with them for many years. I won't mention their name out of respect for her. She was with them for many years. She wanted to change the scenery. She come through and see the show. Fell in love with our house.
For you.
She's been with us since. So you gotta watch him. He's
I couldn't imagine
unpredictable.
having two of them at the same time.
They keep you on your toes. They will keep you on your toes. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for having us
Thank
out.
you guys for
and
coming out.
being the fourth haunt I've ever walked through in my entire life. So
Wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed it,
I will
guys.
never forget, that's for sure.
That's what I wanted to say.
Shoot!
Hey,